Back in the day, there were two popular sports before any of us were born. Two popular sports that are being watched were football and baseball. But then there was another sport that was created back in the day and is now popular thanks to a person named James Naismith, who was the creator of today's sport called basketball. James Naismith was born on November 6, 1861, from Ontario, Canada. Both of his parents died in the year 1873, and he lived most of his life with his maternal grandmother and his uncle. In 1875, he entered high school, but less than 2 years had to later leave for studies for 4 years. He returned to complete his high school in 1.5 years and graduated in 1883. In 1883, he entered University McGill in Montreal, where he earned his BA in physical education. He participated in football, rugby, lacrosse, and ground gymnastics. In the year 1891, at the end of his studies, he became a professor at Springfield, where he stayed until 1895. During his vacation, he goes to Martha's Vineyard to learn about Swedish principles of gymnastics to adopt it at his training school. During that school, they needed to create an indoor game, which became a resulting quest. In the same year, 1891, on December 21st, James Naismith created the first game called basketball, which all started with a peach, baskets, and a basketball. The students took a hit live to the game before they departed for Christmas break. A year later, in 1892, basketball became a big success, so successful that it was published in the Triangle magazine under the title A New Game. In January, a person named Frank Monahan demanded the game to be named after him, which is called Naismith Ball, but James refused that name. In 1913, James Naismith upgraded the rules, which you can see today, which is the basket, hoop with the net, and dribbling across the court, which then was published called American Sports Publishing Company. Basketball has continued to grow through many years, which was starting to span to college. The first ever college basketball game was played on this day, January 18, 1896, in the place of University of Iowa. University of Iowa invited students-athletes from New University of Chicago for a experimental game. The final score was Chicago 15, Iowa 12. It's a bit different from the 100 points scores that we see today. In 1963, college games were first broadcasted on national TV, but it wasn't until 1980s that sports fans ranked basketball up there with football and baseball. Later, there were two basketball leagues that professionals started to play, which were the NBA and ABA. The NBA first came out on November 1st, 1946, which featured the New York Knickerbockers, also known as New York Knicks today. And then there's another different league called the ABA, which existed for 9 full seasons from 1967 to 1976. During that time, the ABA fought a bitter war with the NBA for players, fans, and media attention. However, in June 1976, the two rival programs finally made peace. Four of the strongest ABA teams, New York Mets, Denver Nuggets, Indiana Pacers, and San Antonio Spurs, had decided to join the NBA and survive, while the other remaining ABA teams have vanished along with the ABA itself. The ABA is still vividly remembered by its loyal fans. It was remembered by the Outlaw League with red, white, and blue basketball, different promotions, and mostly huge afros. It was like the lively league that adopted the three-point shot, the exciting home run of basketball as well. It featured players such players Julius Dr. J. Irving, Connie Hawkins, George Ice Gervin, David Thompson, Moses Malone, and Dan Izzo. Each of these electric first players became first professional basketball players in the NBA, but young legs and fall limitations. Now today, around the whole world, everyone started making their own basketball leagues, playing street basketball, and Olympics. Basketball is one of the most popular sports today. Top of football is baseball. And it all started with the pitch of basket and the basketball.